Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Horn. This is a show where I talk about pop culture, nerd stuff, and lots of VHS. So it's been a hectic couple of weeks. So week before last was MCon 2023 at the Ice Arena here in Nottingham, and that was a lot of fun. Then last week it was my book launch over at the 80s Video Store in Alfreton, 80s Video Shop in Alfreton, where I launched VHS Ain't My Brain, revised edition. Now, as it happens, I have some copies here. So these are awesome. I'm really pleased with how this came out. The book is available on Amazon, unsigned. If you'd like signed copies, you can find them linked to under my YouTube video, and they are also on eBay on Buy It Now. You can check them out there. I'll sign those for you and get them sent out, no problem. I'm really enjoying the response to this so far. It's been really cool. So as well as that, at the moment I still have some stock of the bookmarks as well. So for the time being, each one of these copies of VHS Ain't My Brain revised edition will come with one of the limited edition. I say limited edition because I only bought like one batch of them. VHS Ain't My Brain bookmarks. Those will be included with each book. So please do check it out. I would be very grateful if you did. On the subject of books, I have started a new one today. Don't know when it will be ready or out or anything, but it's nice to know there's another one coming. But do check out VHS Ain't My Brain revised edition, and do check out the Q&A as well that I did at the 80s Video Shop, which was awesome. Hey Andrea, how are you? I hope you're well. By the way, if anyone can hear my fan, I've got a fan on because it is hot as balls here in Nottingham, and I'm northern. I'm not built for heat. I'm mainly built for laying down with the remote control doing this. So the other thing, I was past some of the promo posters from the launch event by Rob at the 80s Video Shop. So these are so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I've got a bunch of these, so I may give one away or something like that with a copy of the book. We'll have to see what goes on. But that's my face. That's my face. It was really weird walking around Alfreton and seeing my face on posters. That's very odd. I mean, my background is in music journalism, so I've talked to lots of rock stars and so on, so I'm used to seeing their faces, but never my own. It's a very odd experience. I like it though, it's fun. It was a really fun event. Do go check out the Q&A, like I say, on my channel. That was really cool. So, it's been a very busy week this week, because we had, like I say, we had the book launch at the weekend, but we've also been having some house renovations done as well. So we've had the old geek corner upstairs where I used to film Planet Hex episodes is gone, and it has been replaced with something new, which will be revealed on next week's Planet Hex full-length episode once everything's ready and back in there. So that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. So this week I'm going to talk about something a little different from my usual X-rental fodder, because I do love X-rental tapes. Home recorded VHS. Now, I've never looked for these before on eBay. I may have a look on Facebook Marketplace as well, we'll have to see. But I'm just going to take a look on eBay and see what I can find, because home recorded tapes have a lot of weird interest for me. I'm fascinated by these things, how people would film them up. I've found a bunch of stuff that's been transferred from these tapes over on the Internet Archive, and I found some of my own in old collections, and I have a lot of love for these things because they're a real historical document of how people used VHS and the whole video era. And you can find tapes that have important news stories being broken on them, or important world events, or important first airings of TV programs that you may be into. And it's an interesting little collectible that is about as niche as it gets. I think it's very niche indeed. So let's take a look. I've got two from my collection here that I thought I would bring down. Here's a good example of what I would do when I would record lots of stuff off the Sci-Fi Channel when I first got cable as a teenager. I was lucky enough to get a cable connection in my room. I had my own cable in my room. So I have here on this tape an episode of Highlander the Raven, the movie The Demolitionist, the low-budget knockoff RoboCop movie with is it Nicole Eggert in it out of Baywatch? Episode of Star Trek Voyager, some Lex, and Babylon 5, and A Dark Skies, it says in Biro underneath there. And I love doing these. I used to do labels and covers and all kinds of things. This is missing the list of episodes that I put in there. But another one here that is really special to me. So special, it even has like a letter I wrote on the back of it. This is the Headbangers Ball special from Donington 1996. So Headbangers Ball was still still an ongoing concern in the UK then. Let's see, Headbangers Ball, the 10th of March 97, and various rock videos. It was very important to me to make sure everything was listed. But this is important to me because this was an event I was actually at. So, God, I've even labelled it on the top there. And Metal Memoirs. I don't know why I've labelled it Metal Memoirs. I'm not sure. So, this Donington, I was there. It was the week before my 18th birthday. It was Ozzy and Kiss headlining. Who else was on? There was Korn, Typo Negative, Biohazard, Fear Factory, Paradise Lost. There was a bunch of people on, and it was my first experience of a festival. And a little while after, there was like a best of it put up with some live tracks on it, pretty much all of which are on YouTube now. But I did a full rundown of the whole thing. There's interviews, there's music videos, there's live performances. As it goes on, I got very excited by the whole business of this. And then at the end, I'd filled it up with I'd filled the tape up with a load of random other videos off the music channels. What have we got here? So Greedy Fly by Bush, Silverchair's Freak, No Doubt, Don't Speak, Natalie Merchant doing Wonder, Sean Colvin, Get Out of This House, that's not rock, Eric Carmen, Hungry Eyes, Aerosmith, Loving an Elevator and Living on the Edge, and Falling in Love is Hard on the Knees. So that's like a triple from Aerosmith. And then an interview with the Friends cast on the Larry King Show on CNN. I love how I filled these tapes up. So if there was ever any spare tape going on a cassette, I would fill it up with music videos or cartoons or whatever I could find that took my interest. And it's always like the last 10 minutes of those tapes that's like the most crazy. So I'm going to go and have a look for some of these over on eBay. So let's make me a little bit smaller so we can see more of the bay. And we're going to see what we can find. I'm looking for tapes that have got like a bunch of movies on, or concerts, or live broadcasts, or any stuff like that. Stuff that you wouldn't really find on mainstream releases. I just find it really, really interesting. How people captured stuff. So I'm just going to put used VHS tapes. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what comes up. Job lot of 8 times used VHS tapes. May contain TV ads, unchecked. See, that's exciting. I find that quite exciting. Because, you know, you don't know what's going to be on there. You don't know what kind of weird stuff you're going to find. Let's have a look. So just on the picture there, let's have a look, see if I can see what's on the picture. Okay, it's upside down. Old SP Evolution, that's the movie. Jingle All the Way, A Christmas Carol. Grinch, The Sixth Day. I'm not sure what that one is. Ali G. Classic British Cars, 2000 GP Racing. I got any more movies on here? Artificial Intelligence. See, I want to go a bit further back. See that Scotch tape at the top there? That's the sort of thing I remember really well. Lost World of Mitchell and Kenyon. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so fair enough. That's interesting to have a look at. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what's on these ones. I want to make sure the warning, adult only, sexual content, randomly chosen. Let's see, that's a really good idea of putting that up to grab the attention. See, grab mine, you know. 12 used blank VHS tapes. Let's have a look on here. 1,500 job lot of bundle of classic VHS videotapes, pallets. I'd be very dubious of what was going to turn up in that. That Lensman looks cool though. Love a bit of old school anime. Recordable VHS tapes used. These have got labels on. Let's have a look at these. Bundle D and Bundle B. And this stack here. Let's see what we've got on these ones then. Okay, so this first batch here. Let's see if there's anything cool on these. South Park. Sweeney Todd, W.C. Fields, okay, fair enough. Long Good Friday, Rock and Roll Years, 1981 to 89, that would be interesting, I would be up for watching that. Fast Show. Oh, if that's old TV broadcasters, Fast Show, that'd be amazing. Woo's video. True. Halloween. See, we've got there. Halloween, Fast Show, Rock and Roll Years, 81 to 89. That batch has sold itself to me already. I like that. I gotta love that sort of thing. What else have we got on here? What's this nerd doing on my internet? Hello, Housebroken Geek. Housebroken Geek in the comments there is Pip Mason, who's one of the funniest people you could possibly trip over in the street. He's a very funny, very entertaining person, sometimes intentionally, and he's a lovely, lovely person. So, hello, Pip. Spice Girls the movie. How can I not? How can I not go for Spice Girls the movie? Pinocchio, Jurassic Park. I just realised that if you watch this video in like high speed, I'm going to be doing this the whole thing. So some movement for you. Love you too, Pip. Pinocchio, Jurassic Park, Tom Thumb. Shouldn't that be a smaller tape? And Paul and Linda in concert. Who are Paul and Linda? And what are they doing in concert? What are they doing? Are they singing in a concert? Are they doing something in concert, i.e. in tandem? Are they like cooking an omelette, but only using parts of their shoes as seasoning? That got weird. Okay, so in the next tab, let's see what's on these. This is the one that said, warning, adult only, sexual content. So, of course, I'm going to look. What's on there? That is not a VHS tape. Is that an SVHS for editing? I'm not familiar with what that is. It's a weird looking one for recording. Looks like it's the same, about the same size. I don't know what that is, so that's a good start, isn't it? And that appears to be the only picture apart from the sexual content warning. Oh well. Right, let's have a look on these 12 blank ones. I really hope that they're not blank, that they do have these things on. So on this we've got, okay, you're talking my language here. I had these tapes. I remember those silver cheap ass stickers, so that's definitely some cheaper tapes. Spike Milligan, I hope that's a good lot of Spike Milligan there. 1 Foot in the Grave. Can't make out what that one is. Let's make that picture bigger and have a look. Is it just the one? It's just the one photo there. Ah, that's the Nova Twins, which is my desktop wallpaper. Gotta love the Nova Twins. So Spike Milligan, 1 Foot in the Grave. I can't tell what that says. That's a bit too faded. So from the first two tapes there, that's worth seeing anyway. Right, what's on this next one? Bundle D of recordable VHS. This is the one with the nice labels on. So let's see. Oh, there we go. This is more like your classic telly gear here. We've got Columbo. Make this a bit bigger. Columbo, Way Out West, Laurel and Hardy, Murder, She Wrote, 1970, Dad's Army, Touch of Frost, Murder, She Wrote. All those episodes of Jessica Fletcher on a terrible murder spree that she went on across America and was never caught. Foyle's War, more Murder, She Wrote. That's what we got. Murder, She Wrote. Cowboy, Clint Eastwood, 1985. The Hindenburg, Heartbeat, Tower of London, Inspector Morse. This is proper. No offense to anyone out there that this may be like the absolute best thing in the world, but this is granddad stuff. This is stuff my granddad would have recorded, and I like the fact that it's all like the same JVC SX tapes. I like to think he bought them in bulk by the 100, so he could tape all those episodes of Columbo and whatnot. Awesome. Let's have a look on this other batch. This is from the same seller. Frank Canyon, Only Fools and Horses, Operation Daybreak, Streets of San Francisco. That was on the other tape as well. Touch of Frost, Streets of San Francisco, Combo. I think he means Columbo. Good quality. Sad. Did you guys do that thing where you would write on special tapes, do not tape over, do not record over, do not erase, keep? I was always doing that. Make sure you should always take off the tag, so you could keep things safe. Oh my god, I've left the tag on this one. The tag is still on this tape. Is it on my Headbangers Ball one? No, it's been taken off the Headbangers Ball tape. So that one is safe forever. Nothing will ever stop it. Okay, what's in this next batch here? 14 VHS tapes used, featuring anything else by Woody Allen. Certainly be taping over that. Match Point, more Woody Allen. Yep, taping over that. Crap as well. Not a Woody Allen fan, sorry. More Woody Allen. No, definitely get rid of that. Radio Days, Armour of God. Armour of God, Jackie Chan, awesome. Purple Rose of Cairo, Hannah and Her Sisters, Stardust Memories, Zelig. Errand Way, Danny Rose, I don't know what that is. Manhattan from 79. Sleeper, that's another Woody Allen. There's lots of Woody Allen on there. Not for me. Let's see what else we can find. Some more of these. I wonder if there's any that are just like old. Soap operas would be a good one. So I hate soap operas, but I think that something where you could get all the value of the added value of little ad breaks and stuff would be absolutely golden. How He Used to Live, 1936 to 1953, Yorkshire Television VHS video. I'm from Yorkshire. I know what it was like back then, because it was largely like it was when I was a kid, just grey and dull, and we just had pain for meals. There were no food other than pain. No ketchup, you just use more minced pain puree. But now it's a cosmopolitan place of wonder and things getting finished. I would love it if they would finish some of the roadworks in Sheffield. Whenever I visit, I just keep finding more things to fall down. James Bond Greatest Hits. The nation's favourite Bond song. See, this would be great for a Bond fan. Premium Bond with Mark Gatiss, Looking for Mr. Bond. Singers and groups perform Bond. Spectre with Jonathan Ross and Graham Norton. Everything But Nothing, 007, Bond Girls Are Forever. See, that, not for me, because I'm not a huge Bond fan. I don't mind Bond, but much of a muchness for me. But that would be perfect as a collectible that other Bond fans wouldn't have. I think that's really cool. Xena. I must rewatch Xena. I was a big fan of Xena at the time. What's on this? Beastmaster. This one's got Beastmaster on it. Beastmaster. Let's have a look at the state the tape's in. Okay, tape's looking okay. I wonder what's on the rest of that. I'm going to watch that one. Let's see what else the seller's got. I like the idea of finding weird stuff on the end of tape. I think that is just such a cool idea. I'm not seeing any more here. Oh god, revolving carousels. I wonder how many people actually had those in the house. I remember some of my family members had the tape libraries that were shaped like hardback books even. Hey, these look good. Rocky, Lethal Weapon and Rambo listed there. Universal Soldier The Return and Universal Soldier 2. Now, the Unisol movies. If you're not familiar with the Universal Soldier movies, there was Universal Soldier, of course, with Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, and then there were some like TV movie style sequels to it way before they came back. So there's a couple of Universal Soldier movies out there that have nothing to do with the big budget movie. I say big budget, the big screen movie. Before all the sequels with Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren and like Goldberg and so on. They're a curious thing. They're worth a look if you like your sci-fi with a low budget. I do not want a McBustard Tour baseball jacket. Thank you though, eBay. Okay, let's see what we've got on these pre-recorded ones here. Ah, that one's got a sheet of the stickers unused. Now, oh man, that's showing me as a massive nerd. I'm nerding out over old stickers. Okay, so what's on these tapes? Good condition, here we go. Let's have a look at these labels. That one's blank. Lethal Weapon. The Wild Bunch. Oh, there's some serious mould there on the Lethal Weapon one. That's a shame. And if they've been stored together, you're risking more mould on those. Rocky 4 and Sharp. One for my wife there. She was a big Sharp fan. It's a shame about the mould there. That would have been an interesting one there. I may have to pick up that Beastmaster one just to find out what else is on it, because that's like a 4-hour tape and Beastmaster's only like 80 minutes. If you've never seen Beastmaster, do check it out because that's fun. Okay, this is the same user. Nothing else I could see there. 2 videotapes and 1 sealed as new. Sealed as new, imagine that. Used recordable blank video. Don't tape over. See, I'd feel terrible for taping over that, since they've gone to the trouble of writing "don't tape over" it on it. But that's what we did. That's what we did if we wanted to keep hold of something. Oh, this looks promising. 41 used videotapes. Let's get that one open for the last look of this episode. I do recommend you go and have a look at, if you're a VHS collector, go and have a look for things that you would normally look for, but on pre-recorded tapes. If you could find, TV broadcasts of them, sometimes there'll be a different cut. They may be unedited. They may have some stuff in that didn't end up on DVD or Blu-ray or on streaming. There may be like TV idents of it being introduced, and that's just so cool. It's a little bit of history captured, and that's, as well as being something to watch in the evenings, that's what these things were. This was literally television history being captured, and popular culture history, and in terms of news broadcasts and things like that, actual world history being captured as well. So Samson and Delilah, what's else? Can't read that on there. Summer Olympics. See, there you go, 1984 Summer Olympics. That's a collectible in itself. Someone would love that. I bet you could, if you bought this as a batch, you could get that on its own. So you could sell that on its own, and someone would want that. What's this one? Twilight Zone Marathon. I'd watch that. Casablanca. Top Gun. TV broadcast Top Gun with like old school adverts in. That sounds like a great evening to me. Horror classics. Frankenstein, Dracula and Wolfman. That's awesome. I would watch that. Sherlock 1. I wonder if that Sherlock is the first series of Sherlock and this person really hung on to the VHS era. More Sherlock Holmes there. More Holmes. That's an interesting batch though. The Olympics in particular and the Twilight Zone tape, I would say those have got great value there. That would be something really interesting for a lot of people that would find that enjoyable. And I'm sure there's a lot of those people out there that would find that sort of thing fascinating. Which all goes to show you that there is treasure out there if you just look for it. There is stuff out there that you would really love to get into your collection. Oh, go on, one more. Two more, because I'm really enjoying this. I'm curious, I'm nosy. I wanted to see what people were recording back then. Because for me, it was lots of sci-fi, lots of sitcoms, lots of music videos. So, look at this. Yes, we've got Best of the Best 2. We've got something with Van Damme in, but Tremors 1 and Tremors 2. We've got Jack D tape, The Boxer, and someone's taped over No Escape, but they've taped over it with Bad Boys, and there's 2 nameless ones there. That looks exciting. That looks like a good evening in. Okay, is this just... it's not showing me any. But then, there you go. You see, there are things out there other people may not think to look for. If you're really into a particular series of films or a TV series, check out home recorded VHS tapes, and you never know what you might find. So that's my episode of Planet Hex for this week. Please do like and subscribe. If you haven't already and you like VHS, please do check out my new book, VHS8MyBrain, Revised Edition, which is available at the links below on my YouTube video. It's also available signed on eBay at the moment, and it's also available unsigned from Amazon, and there'll be some more stuff to do with that very soon, so don't worry, I have not given up on the book by any stretch of the imagination. There's loads more to come with that, including some more personal appearances at some places, so look out for those being announced in the near future. I'm Andrew Horn. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Planet Hex. It is really appreciated. I put these full-length ones out at the weekend, and in the week I put out little review videos. This week I've done a review of the Storm X-Men comic issue 1 and the first episode of Secret Invasion from Disney+, so do check those out. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Planet Hex.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.